If you're over 60, I need you to pause and think about your breakfast this morning. Maybe it looked familiar: orange juice in a glass, a bowl of whole grain cereal, maybe even a beautiful yogurt parfait with granola and fruit on top. It felt healthy, right? Maybe you've been eating that same kind of breakfast for decades, a habit, a comfort, a routine. But here's a truth that's hard to swallow. Some of the foods seniors believe are the healthiest choices in the morning are actually working against their heart, not for it. Hi, I'm Dr. Joy, geriatric wellness specialist, heart health advocate, and someone who's seen too many of my patients end up in the hospital with fatigue, dizziness, or even dangerous blood pressure crashes when all they thought they were doing was eating healthy. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to inform you. Because after age 60, the body doesn't respond to food the same way it did in your 30s or 40s. Metabolism slows, kidney function changes, your arteries aren't as forgiving, and the foods we used to trust, especially in the morning, can quietly be building up pressure on your heart. It's not your fault. You were told for decades that certain breakfast foods were good for you. And truthfully, some are good in moderation or when paired properly. But others are so overloaded with sugar or so disruptive to your medication and blood chemistry that they could be setting your day and your heart on a path of stress from the very first bite. And the scariest part? These foods are often praised in magazines, advertised as heart healthy, even recommended on popular diets. So in today's video, I'm asking you, no, I'm begging you, to give me 15 minutes of your time to rethink 3 so-called healthy breakfast foods that may be doing the exact opposite of what you intend. Here's what we'll uncover: the juice that sounds natural but floods your blood with sugar and wrecks your morning blood pressure. The cereal you thought was heart-friendly but could be setting off insulin spikes that inflame your arteries. And the Parfait combo that looks like something out of a health retreat but behaves more like a dessert in disguise. We'll talk about each one, why it's especially risky for seniors, and more importantly, what to eat instead to nourish your heart without giving up the joy of breakfast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be informed. This video could help you lower your morning blood pressure, avoid midday energy crashes, improve medication effectiveness, and feel lighter and more stable throughout the day. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I make these videos just for you, real practical health insights for people over 60 who want to take control of their wellness without confusion or fear. And if you comment, let's begin. Let's begin with what might be the most misleading item on your breakfast table: orange juice. It's bright, it's refreshing, it's natural. The label says 100% juice, so it must be good for your heart, right? Not necessarily, and especially not after age 60. In my practice, I've seen more seniors sabotaging their heart health in the morning with one innocent-looking glass of juice than almost any other breakfast choice. And the tricky part is, they think they're doing something right. But here's what really happens. Orange juice, the blood sugar bomb in disguise. When you drink orange juice, especially on an empty stomach, it goes straight into your bloodstream. There's no fiber to slow it down, no fat or protein to balance it out. It's essentially a concentrated shot of sugar. And I'm not just talking about added sugars. Even natural sugars, when delivered this fast, can cause sharp blood sugar spikes, a rapid insulin response, and, most importantly, a sudden increase in blood pressure. Now, if you're young and metabolically flexible, your body can adjust. But as we age, our insulin sensitivity declines and our arteries become less adaptable. That sugar surge puts pressure on the walls of your arteries, and that's when trouble starts. I've had patients come in reporting dizzy spells mid-morning, thinking they were dehydrated. But after testing, we found it was a post-juice blood pressure crash caused by reactive hypoglycemia, your body trying to recover from a sugar spike too quickly. Genetics, what it does to your medications. There's more. If you take beta blockers, diuretics, or medications for blood sugar or cholesterol, that glass of juice could interfere with how your meds absorb or make their effects harder to predict. Your heart needs stability in the morning, not a roller coaster. And while an orange itself, when eaten whole, comes with fiber and slower digestion, orange juice strips away that safety net. What you're left with is a liquid sugar shock that acts more like soda than fruit. Books, a real example from my clinic. Let me tell you about Richard, 68. He's an active man, walks daily, watches his salt, and gave up coffee years ago. But he still had high blood pressure, despite being on medication. His morning routine? A bowl of cereal and a tall glass of fresh squeezed orange juice. When we looked closer, we saw that the juice was spiking his blood sugar, which was triggering adrenal hormones, stress responses that were tightening his arteries, not relaxing them. He swapped the juice for water with lemon and a few slices of low-sugar fruit like kiwi or blueberries. Within 3 weeks, his blood pressure improved significantly, without any med changes. So, what should you do instead of orange juice? Here are a few heart-smart options. Warm water with lemon and a pinch of sea salt. Gently rehydrates without sugar. Unsweetened herbal teas, like hibiscus or ginger. Both support blood pressure and digestion. Green smoothies made with spinach, avocado, and half a green apple. Fiber and nutrients without the sugar hit. If you absolutely love juice, dilute it 50-50 with water and drink it with a fiber-rich breakfast, never on an empty stomach. But even then, limit it to 3 to 4 ounces. Comment. If you're still watching and this surprised you, comment 1 below. And if you've already cut juice out of your routine, comment 2 and share what you drink instead. Your tip might help someone else reading. Because what we put in our body first thing in the morning sets the tone for our entire day. And sadly, orange juice isn't the only culprit. The next healthy breakfast food might be even more ingrained in your daily habit. It's sold in heart-shaped boxes, praised for fiber, and often topped with fruit or honey. But it's hurting more seniors than helping. Let's talk about it next. You've seen the commercials. A spoon diving into a bowl of crunchy flakes, milk splashing in slow motion, the narrator saying, "part of a heart-healthy breakfast." It's comforting, familiar, and many seniors reach for whole grain cereal thinking it's the smarter choice over bacon or pancakes. But here's the hard truth. Most breakfast cereals, even the ones labeled whole grain, low fat, or high fiber, are engineered to behave like sugar in the body. And if you're over 60, that's a serious problem for your heart. The healthy cereal myth. Let's break it down. Cereals made from processed grains, like flakes, puffs, and crisps, have had much of their natural fiber removed or broken down. Even if the label says whole grain, the process of extrusion used to shape those flakes and puffs changes how your body digests it. That means your blood sugar still spikes. Then add the milk. Lactose equals more sugar, a sprinkle of raisins or bananas, more sugar, and maybe a dash of honey. Now you're eating a meal with as much glycemic impact as a donut. Yes, you read that right. Why spikes hurt seniors more? Why is this dangerous for seniors? Because every time your blood sugar spikes, your body releases insulin. Repeated surges of insulin lead to inflammation of the arterial walls, stiffening of blood vessels, increased triglycerides, and eventually insulin resistance, a key factor in heart disease. Seniors are already at higher risk of vascular damage. That innocent bowl of cereal might be sending your heart into a low-grade panic day after day. Brain story: Clara's healthy habit. Clara, 72, was doing everything right. She switched from buttered toast to bran cereal every morning. She told me proudly, "Doctor, I haven't touched fried food in 5 years." But despite medication, her blood pressure and cholesterol remained elevated. She felt tired by 10 a.m., craved snacks by noon, and had trouble focusing. We ran a few glucose tests and discovered post-breakfast sugar spikes over 180 milligrams per DL just from her cereal. Once we replaced that with a savory breakfast, I'll share what later, her energy returned, blood pressure improved, and she lost 4 pounds without changing anything else. Marketers love slapping these labels on cereal. Heart healthy, supports digestion, high fiber. But always read the ingredients. If sugar, cane syrup, brown rice syrup, or fruit concentrate is in the top 3 ingredients, it's a dessert disguised as breakfast. Some cereals even add fruit flavoring and artificial vitamins just to meet health claims. Savory alternatives. What to eat instead? If you love a bowl-based breakfast, try these alternatives. Steel-cut oats, unsweetened, topped with cinnamon and chia seeds. Chia pudding, soaked overnight in almond milk. Mashed avocado with eggs on half a slice of sprouted grain toast. A smoothie bowl with greens, flaxseed, and half a small apple. Want crunch? Add a spoonful of walnuts or pumpkin seeds. They provide fiber, protein, and heart-healthy fats without the sugar spike. And if you must have cereal, choose one with less than 5 grams of sugar per serving, no added syrups, and pair it with protein to blunt the spike. Conversation time. Are you still eating boxed cereal in the morning? Thumbs up if this was eye-opening, or type switched if you've already made the change. Because small shifts matter. Even swapping cereal just 3 times a week can reduce inflammation and stabilize blood sugar in seniors dramatically. Now, if cereal surprised you, this next one may feel like betrayal. It's visually beautiful, praised by influencers, and looks like the perfect healthy breakfast. But it's crunchy deception in a glass bowl. Let's talk about granola and yogurt parfaits next. It's the breakfast you see in glossy magazines. A clear glass bowl or mason jar layered with golden granola, creamy yogurt, and a drizzle of honey over bright berries. It screams health. And for seniors trying to eat clean, it feels like a smart, gentle start to the day. But here's the hidden truth behind that Instagram-worthy meal. Granola and flavored yogurt parfaits are one of the most deceptive sugar traps you can put in your body, especially for your aging heart. Let me explain. Granola, health halo with a heavy cost. Granola has long been labeled a natural health food. But the truth is, most store-bought granolas are baked in inflammatory oils like canola or soybean oil, sweetened with brown sugar, honey, or syrups, packed with dried fruits. Remember those sugar bombs we mentioned earlier. This means even a small half-cup serving can contain 15 to 20 grams of sugar, 10 grams of fat, and more than 250 calories, before you even add yogurt. That crunchy texture that feels so satisfying, it's often the result of high-heat processing and added fats that your arteries don't love. Ice cream, the yogurt problem. Now let's talk about the other half of the parfait, yogurt. While plain Greek yogurt can be a great source of protein and probiotics, most yogurts sold in supermarkets are flavored and sweetened, turning them into dessert-level sugar bombs. Take a look at the nutrition label on your favorite strawberry or vanilla yogurt. You might be shocked to see 17 to 25 grams of sugar per serving. That's equivalent to 6 teaspoons of sugar, more than what's in a chocolate pudding cup. Add granola, honey, and fruit on top, you could be eating 35 to 40 grams of sugar before 9 a.m. Why it's dangerous for seniors? For someone in their 20s, a sugary breakfast may lead to nothing more than a short-term crash. But for seniors, it's a different story. Your body is slower to process glucose. Your pancreas works harder. And those repeated sugar hits cause microinflammation in blood vessels, elevated triglycerides, reduced HDL, good cholesterol, and irregular heart rhythms, especially when paired with certain medications. All from a meal that looked heart-friendly. Solid story, Linda's wake-up call. Linda, 65, came to see me complaining of mid-morning fatigue, palpitations, and bloating. She had recently switched to a light breakfast, vanilla yogurt with granola and strawberries, every morning. When we tested her post-breakfast blood glucose, it hit 198 milligrams per DL. Her triglycerides had climbed 35 points over 3 months, and she'd unknowingly gained 7 pounds, all while trying to be healthy. After swapping her Parfait for a savory plate of eggs, sautéed spinach, and a few slices of avocado, her energy stabilized, and so did her heart rate. Solid hatchet. What to eat instead? You don't need to give up the idea of a layered breakfast bowl, but you do need to reimagine it with real nourishment in mind. Try this instead. Base: plain Greek yogurt, unsweetened, high protein. Topping: 1 tablespoon chia seeds or ground flax. Crunch: a few raw walnuts or almonds. Sweetness: a handful of fresh berries or half a chopped kiwi. Optional: a pinch of cinnamon for flavor and blood sugar support. Or ditch the bowl altogether and go for 2 boiled eggs with avocado slices, a veggie-packed omelet, savory oats with turmeric and spinach. These choices are heart protective, blood sugar stable, and keep you full longer without hidden sugar spikes. Comment: do you eat granola or flavored yogurt in the mornings? www. Guilty if this hit close to home. Or www. Switched if you've made the change and feel the difference. Let's be honest, changing breakfast is hard. It's tied to memory, comfort, even identity. But it's also the first and most powerful step to reclaim your heart health, starting before the sun is even fully up. Now that we've uncovered these 3 misleading healthy foods, let's switch gears. What should you actually eat in the morning to support your heart, feel energized, and stay off the sugar roller coaster? Let's dive into that next. Now that we've talked about what to avoid, let's talk about what to embrace. Because I don't believe in just removing foods from your plate. I believe in replacing them with something better. Something that doesn't just fill your stomach, but protects your heart, balances your blood sugar, and helps you feel steady and sharp well into the day. If you're over 60, your breakfast doesn't need to be bland or restrictive. It just needs to be smart, gentle on your metabolism, and packed with nutrients that work with your body, not against it. Here are 3 breakfast formulas that I've recommended to dozens of seniors and that have completely transformed their mornings. 1. The savory plate. A savory breakfast helps avoid the sugar trap completely. It stabilizes your blood sugar, supports steady energy, and delivers protein and healthy fat your heart needs. Try this combo: 2 eggs, boiled, poached, or scrambled in olive oil, a handful of sautéed spinach or kale, half an avocado with a pinch of sea salt, a slice of sprouted grain toast, optional. Why it works: eggs provide protein and choline for brain and heart function. Greens give you potassium and magnesium. Avocado is rich in monounsaturated fats, known to lower LDL and raise HDL cholesterol. Orange. 2. The warm and earthy bowl. Not ready to give up a bowl? Let's just fill it differently. Try: half a cup steel-cut oats, not instant. Stir in 1 teaspoon flaxseed or chia. Top with half a small apple, cinnamon, and a few walnuts. Why it works: this combo delivers fiber, healthy fats, and slow-burning carbs. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar, and walnuts support arterial flexibility. Add a boiled egg on the side if you want extra protein. Blue. 3. The protein-rich smoothie. For those who want something light but satisfying, a smoothie can be your best friend, if done right. Try blending: 1 scoop unsweetened plant-based protein powder, half avocado or 1 teaspoon nut butter, a handful of spinach, half a cup unsweetened almond milk, a few berries, blueberries or blackberries. Add chia seeds for fiber. Why it works: no added sugar, complete protein, heart-healthy fats, and antioxidants, all in 1 glass. Just be careful not to turn smoothies into fruit sugar bombs. Bonus tips to make breakfast work for your heart. Time your breakfast. Eating within 60 to 90 minutes of waking helps regulate your cortisol and blood sugar. Avoid naked carbs. Never eat bread, fruit, or cereal alone. Always pair them with fat or protein. Hydrate first. Start your morning with a glass of water with lemon, not juice. This gently wakes your digestion and helps regulate blood pressure. And most importantly, listen to your body. If something makes you feel foggy, bloated, hungry again in an hour, or anxious, it's not working with your system. Your breakfast should make you feel calm, grounded, and fueled, not drained. Comment prompt: what's one change you could make to your breakfast starting tomorrow? Comment simple switch if you're ready to try one of these options. Or share your own heart-smart breakfast idea in the comments. You never know who you might help. You've come this far, and now you know more than most people ever will about how breakfast impacts your heart. But we're not done yet. In the final section, I want to leave you with a message that goes beyond food, because this is about more than breakfast. It's about how you honor your body every single day. Let's finish strong. By the time you reach 60, your body has carried you through decades of life, of work, family, joys, struggles, resilience. Your heart has beat more than 2 billion times. It's been there through everything. So now, in this stage of life, the question becomes, what are you doing each morning to support that heart? We've talked about orange juice, cereal, and granola, foods once seen as healthy, now revealed as hidden saboteurs of senior heart health. And it's not about blaming yourself. You made those choices based on what you were told, what seemed smart, and what made sense at the time. But now, you're better informed. You know that after 60, your metabolism shifts. Your insulin sensitivity decreases. Your medications interact differently with certain nutrients. And most importantly, small choices have a big impact. A bowl of cereal might feel nostalgic. A glass of juice might seem harmless. A parfait may look healthy. But now you see what's underneath. Blood sugar instability, inflammation in the arteries, reduced medication effectiveness, energy crashes, and long-term cardiovascular risk. Yet there's hope in this. Every new day is a chance to change. You don't need perfection, you need awareness. You don't have to become a health guru. You don't need to count every calorie or eliminate every indulgence. What you need is consistency, intention, and care. Care for your heart. Care for your future self. Care for the routines that define your life. Because breakfast is not just a meal, it's a message. It tells your body, I want to heal today. I want to start strong. I want to feel better, move better, and be here fully. I've seen incredible things happen from small shifts. Blood pressure dropping in weeks, fatigue lifting before lunchtime, brain fog clearing, medication dosages reduced safely, seniors smiling again because they finally feel in control. And it all started with a simple choice about what went on their plate each morning. Tomorrow morning is yours. So when you wake up tomorrow, ask yourself, am I feeding stress or peace? Am I spiking my blood sugar or balancing it? Am I setting myself up for a crash or clarity? The answer lies in your breakfast. If you've made it to this point in the video, that tells me you care. You want to be here. You want to age with strength and wisdom, not just survive, but thrive. And I want to thank you for that. Cheers. Final interaction and call to action. Tell me in the comments, what's one thing you're going to change starting tomorrow? Type Heart Strong if you're committed to smarter mornings. Or Still Learning if you're just starting your journey and want more guidance. Either way, you belong here. And I'm proud of you for watching, learning, and choosing to care. If you found this video helpful, please like it so others can find it. Comment to share your experience. Subscribe to our channel for more weekly tips just for seniors. Because this is what real health looks like. It's not extreme. It's not trendy. It's a quiet, powerful return to what truly nourishes you. Thank you for watching. And here's to living life on your own terms with a strong heart and a steady spirit.